Hey everybody, Mike here. Sorry this is coming out so late, but yeah, it's really hard to crank out a podcast when you're in paradise. Anyway, today's episode is a re-air of the time I went up and started day drinking with the Scoundrels. That is Uncle Anthony, Blaze, formerly Flow Team Nico, Chase, Esteban, just, all your favorite scumbags. So enjoy this episode. Remember to follow us on all the social medias. We are at CamAutomag. Support us on Patreon, patreon.com/CamAutomag. Head over to the shop, CamAutoswag.com. Get yourself something awesome. Understood Victory is only going to be there until the end of the month, and then whatever new design we have coming up for May, that'll be in there. And yeah, follow the Scoundrels. They're at Team Scoundrels, or just search Team Scoundrels on whatever social media of choice. They'll pop up. Anyway, enjoy this episode. I'm going to go have another 7 margaritas and a shit ton of tacos. So, see you later.
You guys aren't drinking coffee, you're drinking fucking White Claw.
I showed up this morning and all the beer's warm on the floor. I was like, Scoundrels, more like bitch.
I mean,
Keep it down over there, ladies. Jeez Christ. We told him to buy a drift car, thus ending his career as a male stripper.
Yeah, definitely grab another beer because I'm going to need that.
What time is it? Make sure everybody knows what time it is.
Beer 30.
It's 11:30 on a Sunday morning. 2 beers deep. Let's do it.
Damn right. Perfect. Hi, everybody, and welcome to this episode of the Camcast, a very special, super bonus episode.
Bonus episode.
Yeah, because it's just me. Nobody else is here because Dave's in California and Brandon has a family and God only knows what Gavin does when he's not here. So
We've always wondered ourselves.
Yeah.
So I'm up here at 7-6 with the Scoundrels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a gangbang situation, but
We're up here on this sketchy looking couch and there's a camera pointed at it, so things are just getting
Brings
weird.
back memories.
Yeah. So for the viewer at home, we've got Blaze, Anthony, Chase,
Nico.
Flow Team Nico.
he barely earned that name just a little bit ago.
What? My name?
We don't give prospects names very often.
Just,
He got Chase a beer. He got a name.
Yeah, there we go. So,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Well,
You're moving up in the world.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Or moving down. Either way, he's
Depends on how
going
you
one
look at
direction
it.
really fast.
Whatever. Yeah. So, all right. Whoever wants to go first, I don't know, introduce yourself and how you got into this, whatever the hell it is we're doing.
Well,
Buckle up, folks.
Cool.
my name's Blaze Potts.
That's his real name, though.
Real
Real name, mother given.
Give my God-fearing name.
I got into this shit back in the day because I went to a FD event in Vegas in a huge parking lot, which they don't do anymore.
Nope. Because they figured Texas was a better option.
Yeah. And then
It's not a parking lot.
I met this kid along that line.
He's
And,
pointing at Chase.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
We decided we were going to start a drift team with our crappy convertibles.
With our crappy Mazdas.
And yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty much how I got into it.
All right. That was a nice segue, Chase.
Yeah, Chase is nice for sure.
Yeah.
Man, I remember watching like drift videos when I was 16, and I was just like, what the hell are these guys doing? It looks cool. And then I went to college and met this dude named Sam, and he had the dopest S14 I've
Oh,
ever
my
seen
bad.
in my
I thought
life.
that was going another way. Went to college, met this Sam, my life changed.
My
this
college
guy.
story is a little bit different than yours,
Oh,
Barnes.
exactly,
So,
yeah.
Wait your turn. You can tell that whole story about how you met whatever his name was. But anyways, yeah, my buddy Sam had this really sweet S14, and he took me for a ride with it, and we did some streeting, and I was just like, holy shit, I want to do this for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And yeah, then moved to Utah, met Mr. Potts over here. He had a pretty sweet Miata at the time, and I had a convertible RX-7
No such thing.
FC, and yeah, we started streeting, and then We're
every
like,
day.
we need to call
You're
ourselves
getting like
something.
super quiet right now. You're like really getting
you-
down memory lane there, buddy.
Yeah.
Are you about to get a little misty, or
Yeah, it's gonna get wild in here,
Gonna
boys.
it's gonna get emotional.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. And now we're here,
All right.
sitting on this couch with all you jabronis.
Yeah. Well, my name's Anthony Barnes, and I don't even know what I'm doing right now here. I just woke up and these people showed up. So,
well, that's because you invited
welcome
me
to
up
the party.
here.
oh god damn it!
Yeah, don't
I
brought-
can't.
don't
I
put
brought
this
that-
on me.
I
I
brought that
didn't
for you.
randomly
Those are
show
warm,
up.
dude.
I know they were the ones in the fridge,
What's this one from?
the freezer.
You bitch.
I restocked it though. It's good.
So, how I got involved in all this was, I've been drifting for a bunch of long times. About 4 long times I've been drifting.
Yeah.
And originally had the cruise Sexy Nights, and we did that. All those guys, we all moved away, and every one of those respective members is now in a new club. This year, actually, I met up with these guys. Blaze was the only one currently driving in the Scoundrels. And so I went down. I think we just showed up at a shop one day in St. George on our way to a Vegas event. And then we were just hanging out. And then we tandemed a little bit. And then like a romance developed out of that. And it really just blossomed into something beautiful. And I remember the first time I looked deep into those eyes. And I just knew that I had to be a part of that. And he threw some big sticker on my car. And then we did a burnout video together. No big deal.
That was your initiation.
Yeah,
Let's be
apparently
honest.
I got initiated at that.
Hey, you got medallion.
Yeah,
you
you
got
jumped
jumped
him
into
in.
this.
I
Yeah.
wasn't really aware that that's what was going on.
Well, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Blaze came right up to me and said, "That was your initiation," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Fuck, that was the
we discussed it.
that was the nicest initiation I've ever received to any kind of gang activity." And yeah, now
We'll link the video to that one.
Yeah.
yeah,
We
link,
have it on video.
That's rowdy.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and just put a bunch of random links to their nefarious bullshit in the
Yep.
description of this
We
podcast.
definitely live up to our name most days.
Yes, you do.
But yeah, I would guess. I think I'm probably the newest member of Scoundrels.
Yes, you are.
And yeah, we just are hitting events and doing crazy things and being retarded. And
Yeah. I like it.
yeah.
Yeah. What's your deal, Nico?
So all this started with, I got my first car license type thing,
Yeah.
I got a 5-speed IS 300.
Which
And
was
from
only
there-
like 5 months ago. Nico, you got
Yeah.
No, this is like,
Nico's the youngest
Junior
member of the
year.
Scoundrels.
He didn't even know how to drive a stick and bought an IS 5-speed.
yeah, I did. But yeah, from there, dude, I was racking up. I had the IS for like 6 months. And then the plan was to get an S14 with an SR. But I was like beating myself up on not having the cars. And this 5-speed IS popped up, so I grabbed it. Got a bunch of tickets within like the 6 months.
Typical
I got like
Scoundrels.
reckless and careless and some speeding tickets.
dickless, careless, reckless.
And then I got over it. Got my license suspended within like all that time, and then put it up for
That's how it
sale.
goes.
Then traded for an S14 with a SR, and then that was like my first, pop my cherry, I guess.
Well, there you go.
Oh yeah.
And then you started hitting events and shit. And
Well, I've been to like one event, but I do like I've done a decent amount of street drifting and whatnot.
Yeah.
S14 got wrecked a couple times.
As they are wont to do.
Yep, for sure. Straight and sideways, I guess.
I guess is like the youngest, freshest member.
Yeah.
Just got a truck. He's going to start hitting events with us more. Gonna
Nice.
get his car
Yep.
soon.
Yeah,
We're gonna
boy.
get his car caged up and stuff, and he's gonna be rolling with us very soon.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yep.
Yeah, so speaking of events,
Events.
yeah, where are we usually drifting in places that are not the mean streets?
The mean street, dog. We don't drift the mean streets because we ain't that tough, man.
No.
We're like the Marshmallow Crew. You know what I mean?
yeah,
We
Well,
should.
wait,
We try to
that's a good
stay
way to
away.
put
We
it.
like the nice streets, dude.
All right,
Streets
No,
of
we-
bountiful Utah.
we do like Vegas drift events, Salt City when we can make them.
Salt City when it doesn't rain.
Yeah, when it doesn't
Yeah,
rain.
Cancel again.
Hey man, that was an act of fucking God.
I guess so. It was
God
like
does not
Destiny.
want drifting at RMR. Then
God hates drifting. Let's
no,
just go
that's
ahead.
not true. Nico's actually had God on his side a few times in some drifting
That's true.
situations.
Well, okay, screw this line of conversation, Nico. Talk about your
Well.
conversations with Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Man,
We could talk about
He's got a lot
the
of them.
curb kiss the other evening.
The
Okay.
recent one.
So, the other night, I went out streeting with Blaze. He got his car all street legal and whatnot. You know?
Street legal.
That's
Yeah, street legal.
It's got a plate on it. Yeah.
he just put a plate on it and called it good.
Whatever.
And I had some fresh tires, so I was like, yo, let's go street drifting, you know? Went to like a local car meet. It
Totally,
was
bro.
It was pretty whack.
Pretty
you know?
whack,
Stayed
bro.
there for like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
bounced, went streeting. But anyways, I was following Blaze's line. He came out wide, so I came out wide. And granted, I just put new tires on, and they were a bigger size, so I pumped them up more,
Yeah.
like a lot more. So I didn't anticipate for me going out wide and just skating, so I skated right into the curb,
They're
fucking
warm, dude.
dragged my work wheels on the curb for like 2 feet.
Attaboy.
Hit
Taco
my
looked
exhaust.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's all good though.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a special T-shirt
There's
for
a
Nico that
s-
says
yeah.
the Scoundrel Squid.
Perfect.
Squid Billy.
Nico loves to destroy new 3-piece wheels.
Yeah.
It's like his favorite thing to do.
He buys really
Kind of.
expensive wheels and then
Nico's
hits
got
them on curbs.
expensive hobbies for not having a lot of money. He's really good at it too, though.
Yeah. I,
Nobody's safe
What?
here.
what else have you destroyed, Nico? Now I really just want to focus this on Nico now.
Destroyed my
Well,
motivation
The
to
his
wheels
live.
diff-
on Blaze's car.
his
I
axles.
used to own them. They
They
looked
used
a
to be
lot.
really nice.
Yeah,
Subframe.
they're really nice.
Oh yeah, he fucked his subframe pretty good the other
Subframe,
day.
axles. Nico likes to
We
drive
had
his
to
car
actually
with
send
3
that off to a
bolts
professional
in his
because he
axle.
did that so
Yeah,
good.
actually,
Yep.
my car has been like getting dialed. Not
The
it's
control
been
arm's
trying to
pretty
get
bad.
dialed in,
Yeah.
but yeah, I have a lot of broken like eBay parts on my car. Like for a while, like I was
Typical.
street drifting with like 3 bolts in my axle. You know, requires 6, but whatever.
And then it went down to
Yeah.
1 bolt in
It
his
wasn't 'cause
axle.
we knew it
He was still
in there. We
drifting.
lifted it up and we're like, damn, there's 3 bolts in that axle.
None of this is sanctioned by us. We're kind of like, oh shit. He pulls up with the subframe, the whole subframe out of his car. He's like, "You think? Can I just put a boot on this axle?" And the axle's like, "Fucking jabro- like it's done. It's game over." And we're like, "Dude,
No.
you need a new axle." God, it pretty much almost fell out. But that's how we know that God likes drifting and God likes
Yeah,
Nico.
he's on his side for sure.
Yeah. I digress. Back to that situation. Yes, God is fine with drifting.
Yep.
He just doesn't want it at RMR.
Well, I mean,
I can see that.
Yeah.
I will let him take it away from RMR.
Base Drift God does not want drifting at RMR.
Can we appeal to base drift god and get
who
us
is
out
Base
on
No,
the
you,
somewhere?
Base Drift God is God of Drift for RMR, but we can't.
Oh.
There's nothing you can do.
All right.
Whatever.
We're heathens.
We're working on getting on a big track somewhere.
Good.
Yeah.
There's been talks.
There's
about,
been rumors.
There's been a couple rumors. There's been some things we may or may not be involved in
Yes.
about a big track that is
Big-
around here.
Big track.
Yeah.
Big track. Yep. But it's too soon to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too soon to tell.
Why are you trying to make us talk
It's too-
about that?
It's too
We're
soon
not
to
going to
talk
talk about
everything.
that.
It's too
No.
soon to talk about that. It's too soon to talk about the AL.
But it's not too soon to ask for another beer. I guess I'll just drink these warm ones.
Yeah, get that one.
Go
One.
ahead. Just,
They open the same.
They taste
About the same.
Ah, it's Coors Lit, brother. And if anybody that works
Coors.
at Coors is watching or listening to this right now,
We would love a Coors sponsorship.
we would love a Coors sponsorship.
Everybody on this couch would love a Coors sponsorship.
There we go,
We have
yep.
really cool cars. We'll paint them all whatever the fuck you
That's
want us
not
to paint
true.
them.
We don't actually all have cool cars.
Silver and
Yeah, let-
you're right. Anthony has a Miata.
I have a Miata.
So yeah. Me and Blaze honestly are the only ones with really cool cars. 'Cause we have RX-7s. And everybody knows RX-7s are cooler than anything. So
Not
good job,
really.
Blaze. Hey, fuck your T40SX.
Easy, Nico.
Yeah, when you
Don't
pull
get him started.
everything Mazda out of it and replace every piece of it with something else.
True. Sorry, I
something
forgot to
better.
mention.
But
That's
see,
okay.
at least with Miatas, you just keep it all Miata.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mazda. We had to rip your heart out.
You don't have to pray the gay away.
Yeah.
It won't work.
None of that. Oh.
Ford's pretty gay.
Unless your
Chevy's-
Miata's running on a Link ECU.
Oh, did I offend you, Anthony?
Oh.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. What's the next
Okay.
question?
Transition to talking about cars, but I mean,
Yeah, we
Let's
already
talk
did
about
that.
cars. I
Yeah,
like
we could.
cars.
you know,
So on top of the rain yesterday, we broke the Miata.
We did.
No, we didn't. Dipshit Anthony, me, broke the fucking Miata. in a very seriously retarded way. So, little history on the old Miata.
Yes.
It's been around. It was originally built as a turbo car in like 2002 by a shop in California. Nick Stuckey ended up owning the car for a stint in 2007-ish. Sold the car to a kid named Gunner, and Gunner drove it at only just a handful of events.
Yeah.
And by the time I got it, it was a absolute clapped out shitbox. Fucking everything wrong. It was just used. It was very used. It was about 17 years worth of used. Well, 15 years, I guess, worth of used. But we pulled it in, and I remember when I bought that car and I brought it to the shop, we actually, before we even pulled it in the fucking door, we took every panel off. Every body panel. Bumper, fenders, doors, and we threw it right in the dumpster.
Good.
So when we brought the car in, luckily we had a kid named Ezra that does, he's done a couple things with the shop here, and he had a part out, so he brought all the new stuff over. And I'll be straight up honest with you, I had kind of fallen out of drifting. I was sort of done. I mean, I had a Mustang last year, and I just didn't have the motivation to continue. We did Pro-Am and /Pro events. This was before I lived in Chicago. I did a lot of touring with drifting and stuff like that. I was very active, but the problem was I was only by myself. And it's hard to do a lot of that, by yourself. So I'd pretty much all but given up. I was game over, done. And then my girlfriend Stacy and Derek, who works here at the shop too, they were both like, "No, you love drifting. You should get back into drifting." And that's how I ended up with the Miata originally. And we were kind of like, "Yeah, fuck it. I'll drive the Miata. It'll be cool. I won't go crazy on it." And then that just fucking throw that out the window because that didn't happen. Next thing you know, we were doing diff upgrades. We were doing clutches. Basically dialed it back in mechanically, and then styled it up with. Now I've got Garson Ryugis on it. It's painted. It's all body kitted and aero. And
it's pretty hot, boy. It's a styling little Miata.
It's a good looking car.
One of the coolest
as
Miatas
good looking as a Miata can be, really.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
But we were trying to go to the event last night, and we're still using the Link standalone ECU from 2002. And it uses I guess it's called like an FM. It's an FM signaled air intake temperature sensor.
What?
Yeah, It's fucking old school shit. And we broke that sensor, and there's none left in existence. And so basically that whole
unless somebody out there has one laying around.
Yeah, anybody listening or watching, if they have one of those FM
we need one really bad.
that'd be pretty cool. Basically $1,000 fuck up though, because we're gonna have to restand one the whole car and retune it and everything, which it was kind of needed to happen anyway. It's just kind of a bunk deal that it happened when it did.
Just gonna bump it up the timeline a little bit now.
Whatever, time for an upgrade.
Yeah. Just throwing $1,000 bills around,
Yeah. Typical drift stuff.
Exactly.
That's how it goes.
But I mean, as far as the car's setup is, it's a mildly built 1.6 liter. Turbocharged, obviously, running about 14 pounds. You can see it in our videos. I drive in flip-flops.
Always.
Flip-flops, but no sweatpants.
No,
Which is a little disappointing.
You know what's really weird is I hate wearing sweatpants outside of the house. You won't catch me doing that. I'm usually in some kind of like form of like a dress slack or hipster pant and some flip-flops. But
he's pretty hipster.
I actually can't even floor the car, which is another funny thing. If you watch those videos, you'll see that I can't actually put the pedal all the way down.
His legs aren't long enough.
If you haven't seen the flip-flop foot cam video, you should go watch it. But his
I'm
feet
just
aren't
a
long
little
enough,
guy,
and he wears flip-flops, and it's pretty funny.
So now we'll probably go through our last little section with the car now and fully get it like running well.
Yeah.
And we're gonna scoot his seat up.
So he can full throttle.
Or put a pillow behind him.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Or
That's actually
phone
that's
books.
actually what Gunnar used. Yeah,
pillow?
pillow. Yeah, he took the pillow when I
Nice.
got the car though. He said,
should've
"This is
left it
Josh
for you,
Sweeten's
man."
pillow. I need to give this back to him." I'm like,
Son of a bitch.
it's all like fucking, it's just like a fucked up pillow, and I'm like,
Blown out for being in a
Yeah. Are you serious right now, dude? But yeah, that's kind of the origins and status of the Miata right now.
The long checkered history.
Is that
Oh, it's I mean, it's just a testament to whatever. I don't even know the name of that shop that built it down in California, but holy fuck, man!
Yeah.
that thing's been shredding tires for?
I can tell
a
you
long
right now
time.
that I change the oil every event, and I bet that's the best maintenance that car has ever had in the many, many years that it was owned by previous owners.
Yeah, that thing got thrashed. I have.
Well, it was Nick. So it's kind of like what Nico was talking about earlier. It was Nick Stuckey's first, like,
Yeah, that was
real
his.
drift machine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can imagine like the unengineering that we had to do, I guess,
Yes.
to kind of get it going. I mean, but it's so far still been the most reliable drift car in the state, I think,
Yeah.
or ever.
Yeah, you could probably say that. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that thing's solid.
Still shits and gets,
Bullshit,
unless you got a
yeah.
dipshit
Shout
like
out
me
Nico.
that breaks that, that
know.
FM thing.
Breaks
Whoops.
the last working transmitter in existence.
Yeah.
You know.
That'll send you down the fuck road pretty quick, but that's pretty much the stories on the Miata.
Yeah.
Blaze's car's
I would say, should we
pretty
just do like some
solid.
cool vehicle breakdowns?
I mean, might as well.
You
My
started
car,
with lines.
I built all the way up from the ground. I bought it for $700 from some kid in St. George that was trying to build like a Fast and the Furious sound car, I think.
dope.
It was
Awesome.
There was so much dynamite in that thing, it was sad. There was dynamite on top of dynamite. But I ripped it all the way down to the frame because I didn't know any better. I should have just got it running and drove it because seat time is the best thing that you can do.
Yes, it is.
So after spending tons and tons of money trying to get my chassis ready to go be a drift car, I got frustrated and finally just bought a Miata. And bought coilovers for it and welded the diff, and I rallied that thing for like a year solid. I daily drove it every day and streeted every day and took it to events, and I drove it up to a Salt Lake event once. And
That was wild.
beat the crap out of it and drove it home.
That's really just like a definitive.
Miatas are sweet.
Miatas
Yeah.
are the best.
They get the-
If you didn't know,
Once,
And,
once
the
you get
best.
after a Miata,
and then you move on
The
to
shorter,
FCs.
the shorter like wheelbase was kind of cool too because it helps you learn how to throw the wheel around more.
Yep.
And then when you get in a bigger car, it's a lot easier actually.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up selling that car, and I bought a 240 with an SR in it for a really, really good price. And I took it home, and we got it running really easily. It was like a one wire, like a ground to the engine. And I ended up blowing that up
Because it was an SR.
because it was SR.
So that's what
And
they
I was
do.
running like 14 pounds of boost like an idiot.
Like all SR owners do.
And so I spent all this money rebuilding that car because I was like, that was the funnest shit I've ever had in my life, you know?
Yep.
And like $1,800 later, rebuilt the bottom end and redid the top end and put it all together. Got it running again, and then I bought a new manifold and a new turbo, and the wastegate was set at 14 psi. And blew that motor up too.
boom.
Melted some Molly pistons.
Ooh,
The block was okay. The pistons were, I just chewed them up.
Yeah.
Anyways, I ended up selling that and then building my wagon.
I forgot about the wagon.
And then that's a whole nother story. But to loop back around, I ended up buying a missile car off of Chase because he moved to Denver. I bought it off him for like $800. It was a good deal. Didn't have a title because
Because you don't need that with drift cars.
some person out in California still has it in a desk somewhere.
Oh, some person.
And
Yep.
so we rallied that thing for a while and got it running pretty good. And I ended up crashing it into another car in Vegas.
He
Just-
totaled it. He crashed.
I crashed the
it.
shit out of it. I
He
wrinkled the roof.
crashed. Yeah.
And
The engine bay came into the cab a little bit.
and to rewind back a little bit, we had bought another car for like $100.
Oh yeah, that shell
It was just
all
a
cut
shell
up.
that had the front cut off, and then we sold it to Nico. Then
hence how Nico got involved with all
this
this
is how
shit.
Nico got involved with all of us, basically. And he basically went and like put it in storage for a while,
Yeah.
and like had all these plans. But he also had his S14, so he was preoccupied with other Nissan problems.
Yeah.
And getting like every fucking ticket known to man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I wrecked my car in Vegas and go back home, and first thing I do is call Nico. I'm like, hey, you want to sell me that car back? So I go and get the red car, bring it home, and we took everything out of the wrecked car and put it in the red car. I tubed the front. That was the first one I ever tubed.
You got to remember though why the red car is very famous.
It is very famous.
Yes.
The red 240 coupe.
This is the red 240 coupe that we're talking about.
Yeah, the red car that I ran last season.
Yeah.
Yes, that glorious thing.
We built it in like 2 weeks
Yeah.
with all the parts of the wreck car.
Yep.
And
Missile car parts on the other.
and it was just dialed. We ran like 12 events with that thing.
Yep.
And it was solid as hell. I ended up selling it to a kid up in Salt Lake.
Yep.
What's name names?
After,
Name names.
After you
It
took
was
first
Mr.
place,
Downey.
Yeah, Mr.
Tyler
Downey.
Dipshit Downey.
Didn't he try to put like a BMW motor in it?
He actually
Yeah.
succeeded.
Well, from what I heard, he clutch kicked in first gear in the donut box at like $6,000.
What?
I don't know why you do that.
There's
But
a lot of things
he
that Tyler
threw,
Downey
he threw the
does.
rod out the side of the block,
Okay, that explains why that thing came up for sale again.
Yep.
and then
Yeah.
put
He
the
blew the
put the
fuck
Beamer
up.
motor in it or something. That car went on a whole nother path.
Yeah, I think he sold it eventually to
Yeah, he did.
somebody
He sold
with
it.
the Beamer engine in it.
Yeah, no, the guy that
I
bought
think
it
Brandon
had
actually has it now.
Oh, really?
Um,
I would love to buy that car back from whoever the fuck has
Yeah.
it because
I
it's
just want
super
the
nostalgic.
dash. I just want the dash. Really,
I want the whole thing, dude.
I think the dash got fucked too.
Whoever's got that car, if you want
But,
to sell it, hit us
yeah.
up.
I'm pretty sure Brandon has it. But
Just talk to him.
anyways, I took the money that I sold that car and I went straight to Vegas and bought a Camaro with
Best
an LS
decision
and a
ever.
T56 because I couldn't find a T56, and I was still building the RX-7 that I started forever ago, and like slowly been acquiring parts, and literally I had everything but a transmission.
So
And so I went and bought a Camaro for a transmission. And
Because T56s are
yeah, probably cheaper than
Pretty-
buying a
pretty
T56
pricey.
on
pretty
its
much
own.
you can't find
Yeah.
them anyway.
No.
And so I took it home, and like literally we did like a burnout, and then ripped
Yeah.
it apart, threw it in my car, and I rallied that engine for like probably 6 events, or
Yeah.
like 5 months or something. And I just blew it up at LS Fest. I think I boiled the oil or something.
No.
I wasn't paying attention. We were hot lapping on the big track, and it was just chaos.
yeah.
Way too much fun to pay attention to what your motor's doing. And put the other engine in that I had, and my car's been pretty solid other than the rear end issues that I was dealing with. But
You got that all sorted out.
yeah,
Yep.
now I got a 488 in it. It's pretty stout.
Yeah.
America.
It gets rowdy.
Heck yeah.
All right.
And then
I would
Chase's
say
car
it does. My
is slowly
car's
in the works.
My car's a whole other different story. I started drifting in S13s just because, I don't know, that's what was available back then, and I had like 5 of them. My first one had a single cam, and then I had one with a dual cam KA, and then I had one with a CA18, which was awesome, but it got stolen. And then I got one with an SR, I got another one with a single cam, and we did an SR swap. My buddy Sean helped me out. That was like before I knew anything about cars. And sold that one, bought a couple motorcycles, got into a lot of trouble on motorcycles, so I was like, I should get back into drifting. So I bought this sweet convertible FC RX-7 off of our buddy Chuck, who lives near us. Well, kind of near us. Had the rotary in it.
Chuck's owned every FC in Utah.
Pretty
At some
much.
point.
He's the FC daddy of Utah, I would say.
Buys them all.
See, daddy. Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, so
Is that
Slade...
tire smoke getting back to you now?
Maybe a little
Probably.
bit.
Oh,
We did a
jeez.
burnout earlier, and the shop is full of smoke. Well,
Yeah.
Blaze did a burnout earlier.
We were just
And
around.
the pumpkin.
I lit Bountiful on
pumpkin
fire.
My car doesn't run.
But anyway,
It's in the corner.
hit some events with the rotary vert for a while. It was cool. Then I took it down to California and had the rotary rebuilt, and ran that thing for like I think 3 or 4 years. And then I think it popped a coolant seal. I actually don't know what happened. It just started. It was fucked.
It just
Yeah.
did what a rotary does.
Yeah,
Stop
so
working.
I was like, well, I could sell this and get something else, but I'm
It
kind of.
actually happened at RMR.
It did. It happened at RMR. We are cursed, man.
Dude, like, he was
Wow.
trying to drift, and actually he was the fastest around the track all the time.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And his car was
It had,
just
like, no
chong and
power.
fucking smoke out the back. Dude.
It was terrible. But anyway, ripped the rotary out, like, was it like a week before I moved or something?
Yeah,
I can't remember. But anyway, ripped the rotary out. I decided, I was originally going to go LS like Mr. Potts over here, but it's I don't know, the LS stuff is just so expensive, and I found a really sweet deal on a 5.0 out of a Fox Body Mustang, so I was like, shut up. So, we threw that in there. It's got some cool parts on it, Cobra intake, and I don't know, a bunch of other junk.
And then he made me weld a roof on it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So I love
Should have just built a
convertibles.
Fox Body.
I love convertibles, but I
It
really
does look like a Fox Body coupe.
Same tail
it's like a
lights.
Japanese Fox Body with an American engine, but
Congratulations, you went about the hard way to get yourself a Fox.
but
Body.
no, we
The way
We
it
went
was
So
like the long
independent
route.
rear Fox Body.
here's how the coupe started. We went to Import Face Off in Vegas to drift, and there was a FC in the car show over there, owned by Joel Strange Angle. Follow him on Instagram because he's a cool dude. But
He did it first.
he was like, I think one of the first guys to ever do the coupe conversion on an RX-7, and I saw it and I was like, oh my god, that is so cool. And he's like, do it, man, do it. It's not that bad, and which it's honestly, it sucks to do. This is my second roof. The first one I just kind of eyeballed when I cut it, and it was all terrible. So the second one I did, I actually took some measurements, and it's much better. But
We want it to look good, not janky.
it's pretty cool. I'm
We
a
do
fan.
like looking good.
It's a lot of work, but
Yeah,
they look really
clearly.
cool. There's another guy in California that has one. I forget his name, Amani, I think, but his is pretty sweet. He's got a 2J in it. But yeah, they're just cool. So it's getting close. I think really the only thing left to do is like finish some wiring stuff and wrap it or paint it or whatever. And I need tires. And I need a single RPF 1 in 18 by 9.5, 5 by 114. If anybody has it, they're really hard to find if you're just trying to buy one. Everybody has sets and but
Sets
I don't know.
are
I guess I
pairs,
could get
like
a
how
set.
they're usually
but-
sold.
Yeah. But
Well, we
yeah.
should just buy a pair and then let Nico drive the car, and then he'll just squid the other one, and then
Yeah.
we'll be good.
I don't know.
I don't know.
think
I'm pretty
you-
famous for breaking Enkies.
Yeah, Chase
freebie.
destroys RPF ones.
I've broken like 2 RPF 1s, like really broken them. But they're great wheels. I love them. Hey, Enki, what's up? Is that how you say it? Enki? Enki? How's it?
I don't think
Inky?
you need to worry about it.
Yeah,
All right. Hey, Enki, I love your wheels. And I need one of them.
just
Just,
need one.
just one.
I got the other ones. But yeah,
There you go.
That's
There's
the
the
story of-
histories.
There we
story
go.
of the cars.
The questionable checkered histories.
Yep.
Oh yeah, everything's
Varying levels
questionable
of
here.
success. Yeah.
So what about the future? We're trying to go to more bash events. I think 2018 we're gonna try and hit a lot of the
2018 will be
bash
the year of
events.
the bash.
Yeah, they're fun.
I actually got a Skyline coming out for that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm building a Skyline right now.
We have
for those events.
an R32 in the works, which is sweet.
No more dealing with the Miata,
Yeah.
After we fix it and take it to a bunch more events this year.
Yeah, yeah. pretty
And we're
much.
not actually even going to sell it when we're done. We're just going to put it in the back of the shop and leave
It's
it there.
it's gonna be like so many other drift cars.
We're gonna
you're just
put
gonna
it-
stop
keep
seeing
them.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be running, driving now, so it's
Yeah.
going to be a little different because it'll just sit in the back as a complete car.
we're gonna park it next to the old S13 coupe that we buy back from whoever has it.
Yeah.
Just start the Scoundrels Heritage Collection.
Yeah.
Just
So
slowly
we're
but
just
surely.
gonna open a car museum.
Well,
Yeah.
I need to go find my S14. No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing's wrecked.
Yeah, it is.
Didn't somebody wrap it around a pole or something?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It turned it into a hatchback, essentially.
Well, that's fun.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty impressive, actually. It was
Yeah.
like the whole back of the car was gone.
Yeah.
How do you do the voodoo that you do?
Yeah. How?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just people will do what they do, and that's just how it goes.
How long do we keep talking on this thing?
I don't know. Usually we try to do like an hour.
Oh,
All
no.
right.
Yeah, ask
Yeah.
some more questions. Ask questionable questions.
Well, speaking of,
Yeah, we can do
I
some
think for the
questionable
future we're going to try to hit Hot August Nights next.
Yep,
It's
we're
like the
definitely
big
going to be at
bash
Hot
we're
August
going to
Nights. I'm
next.
stoked. It's going to be sweet.
Chase is stoked.
I am
Um,
stoked. That's going to be a fun
sounds
event.
like it.
There's talk of going down to No Coast.
Yeah, we should do that.
I'm trying
Yep.
to get down to No Coast.
Yep.
So.
And then some kind of a secret thing going on in September, the end of
Yep.
September.
super secret.
There's
top
a secret
whatnot.
thing that we're working on for September.
We're going to Oregon for
Bash to the Future 6.
no.
Yeah, we are.
Well,
Well,
yeah, that's,
yeah.
we're talking this year, dog.
It's beside the point.
Okay.
Yeah,
What else?
uh,
For the what were they
The
calling it?
Oregon Raceway,
Yeah,
that-
they're
that
going
event.
to actually let us do drifting on their track too this year. So
Nice.
That'll be cool.
which that track looks fun.
that track's way fast, way cool.
Nice.
It's a lot of fun. Oh, we have a question in the crowd.
Yeah.
Which of you? Oh, my voice. Sorry.
You're good.
Which of you have a drag car and which of you drive?
Like,
you guys all have your
All
own
of them.
car?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mine's just broken right now.
Yeah.
It's not
There
ready.
you go. Mine's broken
Yeah,
too,
for sure.
but it runs.
No.
The
Heck
more you
yeah.
know. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what do you got next?
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't you guys just get back from somewhere, or at least you two?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got back from Oregon.
Yeah.
We went to Bash.
Bash to the Future 5.
That was a pretty awesome event.
We lost.
I've never even been to Oregon.
Let's talk about that. We lost.
We lost.
Yeah, let's
we
talk
got,
about you
we
sucking
got
up there.
Yeah,
like
first thing,
fourth place or something.
Yeah, we got 4th place. We lost by 1 point
Oh.
Yep.
because
Because this guy, Manji the Straight.
That's not actually why we lost.
Oh, it's not.
Nope.
Oh.
They actually didn't care about the Manji.
They looked down upon the flip flops.
No,
No.
we lost because I went off roading
Oh, that's right. I
because I have an Explorer diff. I tend to decide to go off road sometimes.
Yeah,
just to
that might
test
have
the
been
parts.
it.
I forgot
And actually,
you-
I think we lost
that.
because they were like dudes that were all about squidding their car. There was like this group of 7 dudes that were tandeming, and granted, they were getting pretty close.
They were getting down.
but their cars were so fucked. I mean, like, God, just awful fucking cars. They were like,
Just haggard bullshit.
yeah, like that S14 we described. There's an E36 that did the same thing.
Oh,
like
good.
their doors were caved. There was one 240 there that was caved on both sides. I mean, like that guy couldn't open the door on either side. He had to like climb out the windows.
Wow.
But
I didn't
those,
see that
I
coming.
The
mean,
cars didn't show up like that either. Like a lot of these dudes just squidded it up, and
squidded
slammed
up
into
right
each
there.
other.
Yeah, at the event.
It was super wet, but
In the one day, yeah, it was pretty wet.
I think they just need to focus more on like
Not
following lines out there. Everybody's so worried about proximity,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
and slow. It's fuck, man.
It's
So
so-
many people are driving.
I feel like
slow.
it's cooler
Yeah.
to watch teams like that are more synchronized rather than just like trying to slam into each other's doors. You know, like I
Both
don't
are
know.
exciting. I mean,
It's both. It's just different style. Like everybody has a different style, but it's cool, man. I think
to me, like Team Tandem is like
the future.
the future for sure.
fucking Chase got deep right there.
Dude, it is. It
Team
is.
Tandem's definitely the future. But like I like to see like similar proximity, you know what I mean? Following the same
Yeah.
line,
Even gap,
Even
fast,
gap,
good angle.
cool style.
Well, just like those old videos you see in like the old Japanese drift videos. Just
Yeah,
like
that's
10
like
Corollas.
10 cars
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
the exact
Which is
same line, the exact
exactly-
same distance.
Yeah.
The way we approached that competition was that
Yeah.
same way. I mean, we
Yeah.
talked about how we were going to go out and how we wanted to drive. And we're like, let's just keep the same distance from each other. Let's drive
Follow
it
the
fast.
same lines.
Then let's do all the same things.
Yeah.
We nailed it. We fucking
Which-
executed it so well.
I mean, like, I don't want to talk down on us or anything. We went out there was 19 teams, 135 drivers, and we took 4th place.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Not
Good
bad.
job.
For that's being our first, and we had David Curtis with us,
Yeah.
following us. So, I mean, I had driven
a
with
killer
Blaze like
driver,
a couple
too.
times before, but you're talking about a real like 3. We got what? We drove 1 lap.
We got one practice lap.
One
with
practice
all three
lap
of
that
us.
I spun. I
Yeah.
fucking full spun out on it,
Yep.
and then we ended up coming back and just like completely killing it. It was awesome. It was a cool.
That was a fun event, man. I got a lot of really good footage. I got this really crazy rainbow shot that's like Destiny. Like, well, it wasn't even. It was who was leading?
Well, it was weird. It
Whitnick.
It worked out kind of funny because I was just sitting there like in line by myself.
Because
And,
I dipped off and went to the other line.
He went somewhere,
I was
and
out.
Wicknick and Stuckey were pulling out on track, and like I seen the rainbow, and I was like, "Oh, this is like magical," and I just like chased them out onto the track, and it ended up working out pretty good because Chase was just like in the right fucking spot.
What's crazy to me about it is if you look at the picture or on the video, like the rainbow, the colors of the rainbow match the cars. So like Wicknick has that like teal S13, Stuckey was yellow and you're orange, and the colors on the rainbow are like teal, yellow, and then orange. It's nuts.
That was
I
kinda
don't
cool.
understand how that happened, but it's pretty cool.
God, because God
Exactly.
likes drifting.
'Cause he loves
Yeah, there we
drifting.
go.
I
Right
guess
back
so.
to that.
I guess
Full
so.
circle.
But yeah, Bash is a magical little place.
It is.
We'll definitely
It's
have
a-
to go next year again.
For sure.
It was fun.
And I like that. I like that you brought up that the old style driving was like that, because that's really what we're aiming for. That.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like everybody seems to want to like try to like, oh, we're gonna do it, like they used to do it in Japan, and then it's
and then
no
nobody
line,
does.
no proximity, just smashing into each other.
Yeah.
Well, they're missiles. Well, they would fix their missiles.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
That's what we grew up watching.
Yeah.
That's what we want to emulate, and so that's kind of what we came into that competition. And I think that's what really stood out.
Yeah.
Is that we were like I watched footage of our runs, and I was pretty impressed myself, honestly, because it worked out really, really well.
Yeah.
Nice.
The driving meshed together for sure. You guys.
It was aggressive. It was fast. It was the proximity was still there.
Yeah.
I'd say Bash was one of the most fun drift events I've ever been to.
Yeah.
I've been to
The
a lot.
track was small. That was my only.
Yeah.
Which
But
is
it was
weird
fun.
for a guy in a Miata to say that, but actually, I like the Miata on wide open stuff, because the Miata's good at one thing, and that's just hauling ass. I don't really have a lot of angle. I don't really have a lot of modifications to front suspension, but if we go fast, you can make it look all right. You know what I mean?
The car while drifting moves real fast for sure.
Yeah.
It goes a lot faster sideways than it does in a straight line, it seems like. So that was the only one thing that I didn't have any kind of e-brake, so we had to kind of negotiate that, which is why we ended up manjiing. There was a spot we weren't supposed to manji, but we did anyway.
Yeah.
Just because I couldn't off throttle and scrub speed, we just had to go. Just go.
Figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
Very cool.
The Vegas events are really fun too.
Yeah.
They have a
That's-
lot of good drivers out there.
Yeah, that's a lot of the footage I see.
Yeah.
of-
That I would say that's our main track that we go to is the Vegas
Yeah,
drift.
I always try to hit all the Vegas events. I mean, it's easy for me to tow my car down there.
They're like super well organized. Nick Dazan
Yeah.
is like freaking a rock star at that stuff, and same with Southwest Drift too. Southwest Drift is really really cool, super well organized.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
That's what it looks like.
it's cool being so close to Vegas, because Vegas is only like an hour and a half, 2 hours from where all our cars are. So
The scene's really big out there too.
They're
It's
definitely
progressing really fast.
yeah,
they're definitely holding it down. They got a bunch of sick cars, good drivers too.
yep.
Yep.
I think we're kind of getting there, though. Honestly,
yeah.
Salt
Yeah.
Lake is
Salt Lake's definitely
we're emerging as a
coming out.
yeah.
Up there.
If we can stop breaking our cars and stuff at RMR,
That'd be nice.
We'll be
But-
good. But
RMR, the cursed armor.
I know,
It's
gosh.
just funny, like a little like the Honda drag racers. They'll be like running nines up here at RMR, and then they'll go to Vegas, and they'll just start breaking everything
Yeah,
because
see?
the drag strip has all the grip.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's just like you guys are the opposite.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not. A
Or
good
maybe we
place
just
to-
all need to get S13s with KAs, because apparently the
was
RMR
the
favors.
jam.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got first in that thing. Like,
That was-
it's just
That was
You
the
know?
business.
Yeah, you just gotta throttle down and never lift. Like
Drive it like
throw
a
it.
I had to like short shift into third and throw it into the bank in that thing, and it was scary.
I wish I could do cool things. I'm not very good at
But
it.
he
though.
has a
I was
Miata.
excited to try to go hit it in my car yesterday, but we showed up to the track and it was just
It was
pouring
dumping
rain.
rain,
Yes,
and
it
they,
was.
they canceled it.
And,
you know about that.
And
I
My
wasn't
shit
gonna
was
pay
broken.
$100 to go sit in a parking lot and wait for it to not
Yeah.
rain. Like,
yeah, that ended up being real weird.
It did get a little awkward.
we came back here and drank beer
Yeah.
Yep.
because that's what we do best.
And did burnouts.
We're super good at drinking beer.
And doing burnouts.
I don't
Yeah.
drink beer.
Beer and burnout. We need to make a sticker that says beer and burnouts.
Nico's only 12,
Or a shirt.
so he doesn't drink beer.
yeah.
But it's weird. There was like 7 beers next to him that disappeared.
I mean,
There's more than that. Maybe not.
it's just maybe you
He
guys.
pours them out, I think.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
just trying to look cool.
No, he just
For the
doesn't
homies.
want. He just doesn't want us to have.
Yeah,
You know, it's like having like.
I'm the parent around here. You know,
No,
I was just-
That is
not
not
really.
true.
It's like he's the kid with like 3 abusive stepdads.
That's more true.
And so he goes and like tries to sabotage our beer drinking because he knows that like,
Sticks our smokes behind our tires so we back over them when we leave.
yeah, he really thinks he's fucking funny, but
Right now he's drinking a large vanilla bean frappuccino.
Yep.
Chase
I mean-
didn't even finish his.
No,
Chase
I,
didn't finish
I gave
his.
it up for the beer. Nick, you should drink the rest of that though, mine, because
you know what's funny
it's
is
gonna get,
Chase
like,
is trying
nasty.
to talk smack on sweet little Nico, but he's the
I
one
lap
that
Nico.
invented this
He's
bullshit
great.
drink.
Yeah.
I did introduce Nico to the vanilla bean frappuccino because
Just bringing him
that's
in.
the only thing I can drink at Starbucks if I don't just drink like a coffee.
I just drink like normal.
It tastes
coffee.
good. It's
Yeah.
like ice cream,
Yeah.
basically.
It's pretty good. I don't do coffee.
Chase does have extravagant order placing stuff.
I like the finer things in
Definitely
life,
order some weird shit.
which is why my car's not done.
I think
Not
that might
really.
be two different things.
His car's not
He
done
says,
because I won't
"I'm
work on
into
it.
the finer things in life." Drives a basic Fox body.
A Japanese Fox body.
Wanted a Fox body so bad he made an RX-7 a Fox body.
Fox body's not
It's
that
a wide
bad.
body Fox body.
It is a wide body.
It's a Foxy Fox, body.
Dude, that should be her name. It's like Foxy.
The
Brown or some
FAUX
shit.
body.
Faux body.
Faux body.
Foxy Brown.
I like that.
Ask us more questions. What do you want to know?
I really just want to focus on Chase going the long way around to build a Fox body. Because all of the
Alright,
stuff
alright.
that you've done, you could have literally done easier with a Fox body.
Man,
You
if
know that
I
whole
could
thing,
do it
beat a dead
again,
horse.
if I could do it again, I would just get a S13 and just
And then
'cause
turn
I'm
that into a
probably-
Fox body.
You
yeah.
would fuck up worse. Is what
I'm
he's
probably
saying. If I could do it again, I'd make my life worse.
You guys hear that out there? Don't build RX-7s.
don't build
No.
RX-7s.
Dumb and terrible.
Don't build S13s.
Yeah.
Just
They're also dumb and
Just
terrible.
give us all the
S13s.
RX-7s and let us
S13s
build
are
them
okay.
because they
'Cause
suck.
we suck.
Get S13s. They're easy and the
S13s
parts
are the way to
development is
go.
there. Nobody makes anything for RX-7s. Nobody makes body kits. Nobody makes. Well, they're starting to make angle shit. Nobody makes like any. What else is there? Diff
But
shit.
they do make you a crybaby bitch.
They do.
Yep.
Hey, shout out to what's the guys we've been trying to Doof, Paco. Please make some FC body kits.
Paco Sinbad, make a Miata one too. While you're at it.
Cause man, shit.
What are
I'd
you
buy
doing,
like 10 of
Paco?
them.
God damn it, Paco.
Paco, we can't
We got
even.
FCs for days.
We're out
and
here
Miatas
trying to
for
style on
days.
fools with eBay
We can't,
kits, man.
yeah,
you can't
we
let
can't
that happen.
style on
No.
people with extreme dimensions. I'm sorry, extreme dimensions, but you know,
I'm not
it is
sorry.
what it is.
You guys need to
Dimensions
fix your
fucking
mold.
suck.
Super Doof, that Super Doof shit is
yeah.
awesome.
Come on, Paco.
Need some doof in my life.
But we don't all drive basic 240s except Nico.
Paco,
My
this
240
is
is not too basic.
It's basic as fuck.
It's not.
Okay.
Just accept
Anyway.
that it's basic. Move on.
It runs, it
But hey,
drives.
I'm not hating though, because that's shit works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
It
what I'm saying.
runs,
If I
but
could do it
doesn't drive.
again,
It's all
I
taken
would
apart.
just get like a 13
It's-
coupe and
yeah, well.
keep it KA and angle the hell out of it and have a blast. Which is what my buddy Nate in Colorado is doing. Except his car's in limp mode now. We can't figure out why. But
Well,
way to go.
that shit happens. You know, happens to the best of us.
but no, I don't know. My car's got crazy angle stuff on it. I've never driven a V8 RX-7 before, so it'll be a good time. I think when it's all done.
Yeah, you need to fucking hurry.
Hey, yep. I
I
know.
remember like a few months ago, my car was all taken apart, and Chase brought his car down. I was like, all right, well, like, who's gonna have their car down first? And my car's been down for like a couple months now. No.
So what are you
Granted,
trying to
all we did to
say?
Nico's car is put a running SR in it. It was like 6 bolts.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Fair.
Granted.
My car's a little
Chase's
bit
car
more
should have been done
developed.
like 17 years ago.
It should have.
The real reason why Chase's car isn't done is because I need to finish the wiring, and I'm working on my car all the fucking time
Blaze
because
pot,
it's an
that's
RX-7.
the truth.
Yeah.
That's not true. The reason my car's not done is because I moved to Denver and then towed my car down there, and I got to fly back to St. George to work on it. But
Because he's fucking just. Never mind. We won't even go into it.
Just not do that.
That shit's weird.
It really. I mean, we can get weird if we want to.
But Chase's
Well,
car's
weird,
close.
right?
It cranks. Just don't have spark right now.
yep,
I thought we were going to talk
Ford
shit about
stuff is
people.
done.
I mean, we can. Who do you have problems
Who are we gonna
with?
talk
I mean, we
to?
just
I gotta
yelled
pee.
at Paco for a couple of minutes.
I gotta go drain the.
Sweet, sweet.
Go ahead.
Oh, you're just going to roll out, huh? All right, fuck it. Get
Whatever.
after it, bud.
I gotta
Would
pee.
you mind grabbing me one
Bring
of them
beer, yeah.
I will.
freezer beers?
I will bring you a beer. You want a beer?
Oh, is he switching to beer?
It's time to switch to beer.
Yeah.
It's after-
Doof, make some
great.
FC stuff.
Yeah.
We'll buy a bunch.
Yeah, Paco Sinbad, man. Get
Yeah.
after it.
Look it up.
No, I don't think we don't have beef with anybody.
Nah.
Would you like to have some? Because this is a venue in which you can create it.
We're no beef to create even.
Alright,
we
cool.
suck.
I got beef.
Oh,
Oh,
Just kidding.
Nico's got it. What's up,
what do you
dude?
got, Nico?
I'm just joking. I'm
No, he's
having
not.
Beef,
Come on, dude, rip it out.
bro.
This is a
No
good
one-
venue. This is a safe place.
There's no beef.
Nobody, no one is too big or too small.
Nobody's too big or too small.
In this modern age,
I'm really
social
pissed off
media.
at Link right now and their bullshit old style ECUs
Well,
that they developed fucking 15 years ago. I still fucking hate you guys because that was... What the fuck is an FM intake transmitter sensor? This is the most bullshit thing I've ever heard.
It's true.
it is pretty ridiculous.
But you gotta be
Pretty
really
true.
fucking dumb to break it too, which I did. But it's your fault. And I don't like this.
No, you should not.
And I don't like RMR.
Yeah, I'm mad at RMR.
Yep,
Just let us drift in the rain. We're not fucking pussies.
we're not. Drag racing not going. Who cares? Keep the lights on, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
that would have been nice.
Another
But
game.
we do love
UMC.
Yeah, UMC. We like UMC.
Yep.
That's a good place and good people and a positive learning environment.
Mm-hmm.
We like Take Luck most days
Yeah,
when they're not like.
I think we're all on that same page.
Oh, you like them too?
Yeah,
Oh,
I like them.
dude, we let Closet like him, man. Come on. Now you're making it weird. No, I don't even like those guys. Ours are
right.
blue though.
Jesus.
They're blue.
Not blue.
Yeah, who else do you like? That we're just kind of...
Who do we
else
like?
Who do we like? I like,
Big butts.
and I cannot lie.
Yep. Big butts.
No, I don't know. What are we talking about? I walked in.
I like
Oh.
cold beers.
Why don't we give a shout out
Yeah.
to Esteban?
We like
Yeah.
Esteban.
Esteban.
Solid
Esteban.
work, Esteban.
Can we talk about that for a second, real quick?
Talk
So
about Esteban.
Yeah.
he just came down, and actually, he's a
Get him in there.
So
yeah. Why
come-
don't you come
come-
sit down?
come over
Come
here.
on, man. Come have a chat with
Yeah,
us.
just hop on.
So quick backstory.
Yes, we are.
Esteban is one of my really good buddies from like back in Texas when I was growing up. I've known him since like I think like 6th grade or something. Super dope artist. He's been drawing and doodling and all that junk since probably before I knew him, but he kind of stuck with it and he's super talented now. I guess you've always been talented.
Like
but-
super talented, like talented enough that he actually the walls in the shop out there, those murals are he did all that stuff, the tagging in the mural and stuff. That's all
was-
him.
It was kind of just random. Like he came out to Denver for a week because he wanted to like do some art gallery stuff over there because the art scene in Denver is really popping. So, but I was obligated to come down here.
Drain the vein.
So, so he rolled with me down here and started talking to these guys. And yeah, he's never like have you ever done like a giant mural before? Or was this
No,
like
that
the
was
first
my.
one?
Well, I've done smaller ones, like 4 by 8 feet,
Okay.
which is about the size of a piece of sheetrock.
Okay.
But something that big out there, holy fuck, man, that was like
First time.
that was. I should have fucking dropped some chalk lines down to kind of scale it, but I was like, fuck it, I just want to get it done.
Whatever. It looks
Just
good.
started off with the big pink bomb, and then oh shit, that thing is big. So I'm gonna have to go to scale with that. So it came out pretty rad for that size of scale. I had to get on that fucking scaffolding. I'm
Yeah, he was
terrified
standing on
of heights,
scaffolding.
so it's kind of like anything janky, like a
Like a scaffolding.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like I'm like, oh fuck, here we go.
Okay.
So, and all my lines are fucking all shitted up and everything, but it came out good. I was touching it
Yeah.
up and everything, and then that was the first mural, the pink bomb with Rooney, and then next morning I just was like, fuck, I need to get the Scoundrel one done. So
Had a bunch of leftover paint.
yeah,
too.
yeah, I got just freehanded the Scoundrels one and just kind of did a real nice sherbet with ink drips. So I think that was pretty cool. Really liked it, buddy.
Yeah, it'll probably be the first of many.
Yeah,
I think-
apparently Anthony says that's my wall, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck it up as much as possible when I come up to Salt Lake as much as possible. But yeah, I'm really excited to work with the guys.
Cool.
We have some new slaps coming out.
Yeah.
Doing for Anthony. It's kind of the same. You probably guys will see it. That mural. It's the Rooney with the pink bomb, but I developed a quick character for them so they can use that all the time when they need a quick slap or a T-shirt. Just call me up and then they'll get it done for them.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep.
I just think it's cool. Like, I don't know. The whole idea with Scoundrels is like a group of people working together for, to make something happen. And I think it's cool to see different groups of people collaborating together, whether it's like you're in a drifting or art or whatever, kind of combining the two and just making cool stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. It was kind of a cool like happenstance that you came out and I was like, oh, we're going to Salt Lake. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I'm going to paint this mural on this wall.
Yeah, I was
it's
willing to
cool.
roll up because I just didn't want to. I was wanting to go see a drift event, but Oh well, that was
Yeah.
But
There will be
fucked it up
plenty
on
more
one.
drift events.
Yeah.
Why
for
do we
sure.
gotta keep bringing that up, man?
I'm
Fuck.
sorry. I'm sorry. You guys disappointed me. Man.
One, hey, one last thing about
Scoundrels
RMR.
will always disappoint.
Yeah.
One last thing about RMR and why they're kind of whack is no ride-alongs.
Yeah.
That's pretty whack.
Yeah. That is, I mean, honestly, ride-alongs are what get people into drifting. Like,
Yeah.
that was what got me into it.
How else are we going to plant the seed?
I rode in the car and I was like, that was insane.
There's
How
ways
do
to
I
plant
do
the
that?
seed.
You know, because watching it is one thing, and even being at an event spectating is one thing. But when you get in the car,
That's a whole nother.
that's like a life-changing
Yeah.
moment. You know?
I mean, here's
At
what
least
we
for me.
know, though. We do know that UMC is trying to get out of their litigation type deal, or the county is trying to get out of their.
getting sued by that random asshole.
But it's not going to happen though, because they're either going to have to pay up or whatever's going on with that. It's essentially the county's problem though. The track has no danger of being resold or anything like that. It's a done deal. It's sold. Those guys have been working with us great. That's a solid deal. That's been amazing. RMR is actually the youngs that are running it. You know, they own all the car lots and everything. RMR is actually going to get shut down in the next year or so.
Yeah, in the next few years, it's going to be shut down.
Yeah, it's on
Because
its
of
way out,
it's
for
too
sure.
close to houses and stuff like that, and they're actually trying to. Once they figure out the litigation with the county and all this other bullshit that's going on, there's a lot of drama essentially. But from what I understand, Young is going to go out to UMC as well and open the drag strip and the track out at Miller. We'll always call it Miller.
It's
I
always
hate
gonna be
UMC.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it just sucks that we are moving forward on UMC. We're actually getting to do cooler events. We're getting to do the Tuesday night events where we're teaching the classes, and that's fucking amazing. And we are working on some special projects with them.
Some super secret, top secret stuff.
Super
That's gonna be
secret,
awesome.
top secret stuff, which is just amazing that we're actually being allowed to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Which is
It's only taken 10 years.
Yeah, it's something that I've been banging that drum for quite a while out there, and
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think it's just that everyone realizes that, you know, once FIA came in, really,
Yeah.
and
That kinda
sanctioned it as
solidified it.
it's going to be a real thing. I think that we are going to be able to, our venue stuff is going to increase a little bit.
Yeah.
But as far as RMR goes, I mean, it sucks. We like to go out there to support the local drift scene.
Yeah.
We like to do our best with, you know, coming in on that. But it's just like, God, their rules and all their bullshit that
It's
they have
very-
in place is...
It's super weird.
They
Yeah.
should at least allow ride-alongs for caged cars,
Yeah.
not in tandem or something. You know,
Right.
what I
There's a
mean?
lot of things we could change, but
Yeah.
we aren't going to get to change them because of the way they are. They
Yeah.
just don't
Right.
care.
Yeah, they
They're
don't-
grandfathered in with those shitty rules, and that's the way it is.
They wanted us to have like windows.
Yeah, it's the rules are for drifting out of RMR. If you don't know, it's windows up, top up if you're a convertible, but windows up regardless, or window nets or arm restraints, which is
And here's the funny thing: I don't have a fucking top.
no, you don't.
And what the fuck's a convertible top going to do on a convertible?
Exactly.
Yeah, true that.
I don't even have a top. They still require me to roll my windows up,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you guys obviously don't really.
Like-
So on a Miata, I don't know if anybody out there watching or anything knows, but on a Miata you have the window comes up out of the door and it rides along a triangle thing, but the top part of the glass and the back part of the glass are completely exposed.
Right.
They're not going to do fucking anything, but they claim it's because people were sticking their arms out of the car, and I'm like, well,
Then ban that. But
no, I'd stick mine out the roof.
I
They're
feel like
sticking
windows
their
are
hands out
dangerous.
the drivers because they don't allow ride-alongs.
Yeah, they don't allow ride-alongs,
Right.
so it's
I don't know.
it's essentially just a lot of political bullshit.
I feel like having the windows up is dangerous because you
It-
slam into something.
Well,
like
yeah,
that.
like
all that
at
glass
every
is going over
like
you.
if you
That's
go
what
out to
happened
like
me
a
in the
NASA event
RX-7.
or any other track day out at UMC, like before you go on track, it's make it very clear windows down.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Because then the glass will shatter in the door card, whatever.
Yeah,
But if it's
or-
up, it's coming into your face.
Exactly.
I hit a fence one time with.
It's like drag race rules because I know that's what they do in drag racing. You have to have your windows up.
Yeah,
Right,
it's like they
right.
just applied,
They like apply
Drag
a
race
bunch of
rules.
shitty drag race rules to us.
and it makes no sense.
right.
And a lot of there's just a lot of shit that goes on out there, which is probably why realistically, we're probably not going to support very many RMR events, if any, future forward, just because we've had such bad experiences. And it's not even really like Salt City Drift or anything
No.
that they're
No, it's-
doing. It's just the rules that are imposed on us when we're there.
Yeah.
I remember we went out last year. I was actually co-driving with Brandon Wicknick, and they changed the rules on us halfway through the fucking event. And it's like, why would you do that? Like,
Yeah.
you can't just all of a sudden fucking decide that you want us to have arm restraints because nobody showed up with that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Like, don't do that.
Yeah, it
but
made no sense.
and it's funny because like the people that they have out there working just seem like they're fucking. They got a little juice and they're gonna just squirt it everywhere, and you're like, God damn, just chill the fuck out.
Yeah, there's just some people. It's like you have a little bit of power, and somebody, I think Mike Kojima said it when he was on an episode of Maximum Driftcast. Is like the smaller the stakes, the bigger the dick.
Oh
Yeah.
God,
Because, yeah, he was talking about like he would go autocross, and because he was an engineer for TRD or something, everybody would protest every one of his runs. And it was like, this is a weekend autocross. Why?
Yeah, like
You fuck-
why put the
Yeah, and it's like,
put the
how do you
everyone
walk with a dick that big?
yeah, do you have a little cart for it? Like, what's going on?
Christ Almighty! Just have someone just following you with a wheelbarrow, just holding your dick.
Is it removable? Can you put it in a locker like you're at the airport and then come get it at the end of the day? Like, what's
Swing
going
it over
on?
your shoulder like a continental soldier. What are you gonna do with that thing?
I know.
Yeah,
I
there we
got
go.
you, dog.
Good quote.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as future,
I mean, like, Cam's going to be out there covering the events because we could care less that it's at RMR. We like the Salt City Drift dudes, so
Yeah.
we're going to be out there supporting our guys, but we're not going to be super huge fans of their weird draconian rules or the fact
Yeah.
that the entire infield is nothing but mosquito nests and should be doused in Agent
Jesus
Orange.
God, yeah, the mosquitoes were another thing. Holy fuck. What's going on out there?
I don't get
Did
it.
they have that many mosquitoes? We got destroyed when we were out there.
Yeah, like,
And the media guys?
Yeah, it sucks for media
We
guys.
couldn't
Yeah.
keep any media guys out in the middle because
Well, yeah,
there was
like-
so much shit going on.
I remember a couple years ago, Julian Witterden, he found like a little thing of like off 100% DEET, and that was the greatest shit ever.
Oh, yeah.
We're just
100%
slathering
DEET is
just that pure uncut shit.
Fun
Yeah.
fact:
Rowdy stuff.
100% DEET. If you rub it on your headlights, it fixes that hazing
Ooh.
stuff. So
Good to know.
yeah, but it's got to be like the 100% DEET.
The
Just
pure
like
uncut.
like squirt it on a rag and
Yeah.
Do
It's
that shit
good.
with toothpaste too.
And
yeah,
meth.
that works pretty good. But DEET works better than toothpaste. I've
That's
tried that.
expensive.
Yeah.
Don't waste
I
it
don't-
on head.
never
Meth
done
isn't
that.
really that expensive. Have you seen the people smoking it?
That's true. It's very true.
True.
But yeah, we don't.
I thought about it like that.
I don't know. We don't. We won't be making time to go out there. Even this event was kind of like
Yeah,
we had some stuff, scheduling stuff, and like we're trying to get some product stuff going and whatnot. And this was just a good weekend for us to all meet up, and get our stuff going. We're like, oh, this just happens to be a drift event.
Yeah.
But then like
then it got
even on
rained
that
out.
we got shanked. You know.
Yep.
My car didn't work, which was whatever. But Blaze actually went out to the event and had to come back.
Like, I mean,
because
I probably could have paid $100 and got a couple runs in, but
they shut it down pretty quick.
Yeah, we got
Like,
there.
it
We got
shut
there
down
right
at
as
10.
it was.
Yeah.
It was dumping
and like
rain.
I had got there at like 8:20 or something,
yeah,
and it just didn't seem worth it to pay money. Maybe they need to, like, if they're gonna have it on pause, they need to do some other fucking way of letting us go and like chill with everybody without paying $100
Yeah.
right.
to go
Dude.
wait in the pits.
They were pretty, yeah. That was
Yeah.
just like a weird situation. They don't. It's because they just don't. It's
They
very
just want their
evident.
money.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah.
About what we got going on.
Like, I asked the guy, I'm like, "Are you guys gonna shut it down?" And he's just like, "Oh, well, if it just keeps sprinkling like this, we won't." And
Yeah,
it just
that was-
like,
Yeah, there was a lot of like weird like non-communication happening with the track officials.
Yeah, you just want that money.
with the officials, quote unquote.
The
God
people
damn.
wearing the RMR t-shirts.
the big dick.
But no, we're going to try and make it out to more like Salt City Drift stuff because I think
Yeah.
the scene up here is growing, and it's cool because I don't know, the Vegas events are really awesome, but the scene up here is really cool too. And
Yeah, for reiteration, we support Salt City drifting. We
Yeah,
just
for sure.
we
Yeah.
won't support drifting at RMR probably very much anymore. I mean, if we're in town and it just happens to be going on, we'll make it work. But
yeah,
their rules are just retarded, and the shit they're trying to do is just, God, it's like oppressive.
it's just, this is the third event I've came up here where it's rained and they canceled the event.
yeah,
Like,
now
shit, we
now
can
I'm
go
like
to,
out travel money to just drag my car across the state for no reason.
Yeah.
For a burnout.
We're
Like,
burning
I
out
could have
too.
just left my car home and come and hung out. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It just
Frustrating.
Yeah, it's just a frustrating type situation.
But that's okay because my car has a license plate on it.
There you go. That's the important thing right
We're
now.
gonna go to a car wash after this.
Cue the burnout video.
My car won't.
But yeah. No, I think 2018 is going to be fun. We're all just trying to get, well, these two guys are already there, but like me and Nico are just trying to get our mobile game on point. He needs a trailer, I need a trailer, and so that we can all just kind of travel next year and hit all the cool events we want, like all the bashes, No Coast, and I don't know. I think there's going to be some cool team tandem events next year going on that we haven't
We have a
seen
lot of
yet,
opportunities right now in the pipeline that are starting to work themselves out.
Yeah, it's
We
gonna be fun.
we increased kind of our. I mean, Chase is really the forefront of this, but we increased our social media presence. We linked up the 7-6 pages and the Scoundrels pages and stuff like
Yep.
that, and our online presence is actually becoming quite large, and that's really what we're excited about, is that people know what we're about and what we're doing. And if that opens the door for more opportunities for us, that's just better.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're going to be doing it regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we might as well share.
Might as well share it, you know?
Yeah, might as well.
Cause I don't know, I love creating. I mean, as much as I love drifting and all that, like I also love creating like cool content. You know,
Yeah.
like
And those
Like,
videos,
the videos
are what
are
got
so
us
fun.
into this in the first place when we
Yeah,
were watching
exactly.
option
Yeah,
videos
yeah.
back in the day.
Yep.
And we don't have that anymore.
No.
I mean, you can watch, like,
Like, you can find option.
you
but
can
it's-
find
sure.
option, but it's like not like what it was when we,
No.
like, I remember David Honey bought a fucking PlayStation, a Japanese worlded PlayStation 2.
So you can watch.
So
the
we
option.
could
we could
watch
watch
option
option
videos
Yeah, that's cool.
at his house. I mean, this shit was. We were so
It was-
fucking broke back then. This was such a
Yeah.
big deal. Like, we were all drifting 8.6s, all Corollas,
Mhm.
and it's just like, God, man, we had such a passion for it, and
It's
I feel like what we're doing now is gonna, like, increase the passion in, like, the younger generation of what they're doing.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
get questions all the time, like, what do I do to drift?
right.
How do I drift?
How do I get into it? How do you
Yeah.
start?
And then you give them advice, and then their hot boy fuck fun friends just like tell them, "Oh no, man, you
This
need an
is what you
E36," and then they do that, and then they
then
call you back for advice, and you're like,
Why didn't you listen to me?
"Do
in
you
the
remember
first
when I
place?
told you not to buy that?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Buy one of these cars,"
Yeah.
and they're like, "Yeah, okay, I'm learning." Blah, blah, blah. But when we put out the footage of us just having a blast, drinking, fucking partying really hard, waking up the next day, drifting all day, fucking rinse, wash, repeat type deal.
Yeah.
They all of a sudden, like, it's like a light clicks. They see the way we're doing our thing, and then they want to be a part of it, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're right. Like that's like originally what got me into drifting was seeing videos, and it's like, and they were really crappy videos back
Yeah.
then because it was like 1996 or whatever.
Yeah, it was like just some dude out there
Yeah,
with just like the VHS-C
Yeah, just-
camera.
The big old fucking thing, like
Yeah, just like the thing the size of a football he's holding up to his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's progressed so much since then. I mean, drifting and like the video stuff, but I think that's where a lot of our like attention comes from. Is we just put out videos, and
Yeah.
I think that really like grabs people's attentions more so than pictures and all that stuff. But,
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's henceforth why there's a video camera here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
hello in TV
But,
land.
Well, yeah, it's one of those like I can bust my ass and like write an amazing story and take the best
Yeah.
photos ever, but
Yeah.
then just like some dude putting a modicum of effort into
Yeah.
a video that he shot on an iPhone is just going to blow up bigger than anything I've done. It's like,
That's
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
I actually do shoot a lot with my iPhone.
Yes.
I use GoPros in my iPhone. I don't have any major equipment actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun, man.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for how big like the team aspect of drifting is getting. Like I said earlier, I think team tandem really is like the future of drifting. Everybody likes Formula D. I still watch Formula D.
Yeah.
Those guys are rock star drivers. But
That's
at the same
way
time,
nicer
like
than what I would say.
at the same time, like seeing two cars, tandeming is sweet, but seeing 7 cars tandeming is really, really cool too. And seeing 7 cars tandeming when these are dudes that drive together all the time, it's just a different feel. And I think people are starting
Passion. It's like pure
Yeah.
passion. It's
Yeah.
like
I think people are starting to latch onto that, and the team stuff is really why me and Blaze decided to like link up and do this like team thing originally is because like
I like to drive with my friends that I work on cars with.
yeah, and it's
And
a
we're
lot
always
easier.
working on my car.
It's a lot easier when it's hard to do everything by yourself when you're like prepping a car, getting everything ready, mounting tires, going to the event, driving, and then doing all of your pit crew stuff. If you have like 5 or 6 dudes that are just about it and are willing to help you out when they're not driving, or even if they're driving, it just makes everything easier. Like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it.
We
Just
couldn't do it. We couldn't do it without the
yeah.
support people that we have.
We wouldn't be able to do it without all.
You
got
got to realize we have a 2-car team right now, an active 2-car team. That's what we have.
Yep, these 2 guys.
And we have
We bring 5 to 10 dudes to every event, though.
yeah.
and that is like such a godsend because we have our footage taken care of. We have our like my fucking girlfriend makes me a
Photography.
sandwich like.
Yeah.
It's all of that aspect that brings it in to make it so much easier on us.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what we're trying to bring about in like the videos. Is like I'm saying, like we here's a call out NVG. We're gonna call them out real quick. We made posts. I don't remember. I think it was right when we came back from Bash.
It was, yeah.
We lit everybody up a little bit because they were always talking about like just shit that wasn't relevant to drifting. You guys want to drive? Fucking drive. And here's how you do it. Because here's how we do it, and it works great. Try this. But we got met with so much resistance. It's like, okay, fine. You know what?
Everybody's going to do what they want. You know, they got to go through the growing period or whatever.
Yeah.
There's so much potential in that group.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They have some great.
But there's so
drivers.
much conflict, and nobody wants to like step it up and make it happen.
Yeah, like love the NVG dudes. We
All
cannot-
individually.
Yeah.
I have no problems with any of those guys individually.
No, they're all awesome
as a
dudes.
group. They're a bunch. It's just a fuckwit like
Yeah.
conglomerate of bullshit that just kind of comes in. There's those big words we were talking about.
Yeah.
It just comes in and it's just like a fuck mess. There's so much potential there, but it's like they're kind of sort of hyping. It seems like they're hyping themselves up on the wrong things. You need to hype yourselves up on like being constructive and driving more.
Well, that was a big thing. Like with
They need to focus on helping each other more.
that's what I was gonna say.
That's
the
what
big thing
it
is
boils
like
down to.
being
If you guys are a team, you
being
guys need to help each
constructive
other.
and like when I'm not driving, like I do whatever I can for
All of our media,
like,
fucking helping
And-
us
or
on
like
tires.
pictures.
And if
stuff,
Chase
you
is
know?
driving, I'll fill in that spot.
Yeah, it's
Even if
it's
we're
working
all
together
driving,
to
we'll
achieve a
still
common
go
goal, you
figure
know?
shit out. Like
So-
even at Medford, I was over helping Take Luck. Like I helped Brandon knock a quarter panel back out, and even though it doesn't seem like a whole hell of a lot, it is a lot. You know,
yeah.
even down to the point of where like Brandon had a cooler of water, and we took a couple waters out of like their cooler or whatever, and I gave him $20. And I was like, listen, I just appreciate you doing what you're doing. Here's $20. Like, that's great. You know, even when it comes down to stuff like that.
And it's kind of cool because it forces you to like put your ego aside because there's not really any room for all that shit when you're in the moment in an event. Like there's so
There's
much
zero
stuff to
room for
do,
ego at
and you
drifting.
can't be like the big guy that's like, oh, I know what I'm talking about and da da da. Like, you know what I mean? It's
We all
just
want the same finish, you know? Like,
Yeah.
we're all after the same goals here.
Tuna sandwiches.
and honestly,
Why not
like
help each other?
one success is all of our success. Like your success is my success and your success,
Yeah.
and his success is our success. You know what I mean? So it's I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
to
just
the point
different.
where we're like, we've got an artist that doesn't even drive.
yeah.
That we like reach out to and we kind of build off of each other. I mean, that's really what it all boils down to.
Yeah. But
We have a lot of fun supporting
each other, yeah.
each other as much as everybody else. You know,
Yeah.
it just sucks. It's like we're seeing our kids just like totally disobey us. It's insane.
You just gotta let them go through their rebellious period.
I guess, man, but
Like-
the disappointment won't
Because
go
like,
away.
yeah, you can either clamp down on them and then just
This
like
is-
have
this
a bunch of rebellious, awful people.
This is why
Or
Barnes' nickname is the stepdad.
Yes,
Slash-
Stucky stepdad.
Slash
Puppy.
Twinkle Toes.
It is
Yeah.
Stucky stepdad.
Oh, that's great. Oh, man. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for the team stuff. I think there's going to be like a lot of team stuff going on next year, and I think we're going to see like more and more teams pop up. You know,
Yeah.
'cause I think people are really starting to enjoy it. It just adds another aspect to it, and it's fun. It's more fun when you're with
Yeah,
you know your crew of 7 dudes that you're super tight with, or whatever.
Well, the cool thing about the Scoundrels is like we're like a group of dudes that nobody else wanted.
Yeah.
So we just kind of formed our own shit.
Yeah.
No, now I'm gonna cry because that touched me right.
Yeah. You were useless garbage, and then you all found each other.
Yeah.
They pulled me out of retirement.
Yes, they did.
They took old man Barnes and fucking threw him right back in a car. Said, "You're not done yet."
They
Barnes fit right in though.
He
pulled
did.
stepdad off the bench.
They did. They pulled stepdad off the bench. Someone had to teach him how to drink. Cook sandwiches on the barbecue. Shut up, Nico.
Chase can't hit a T-ball very good, so we had to get Barnes off the bench.
It's like the
Come here, son.
My
Let me
hand-eye
teach you.
coordination.
You
is the
gotta
greatest.
lock your fingers together.
What tarnation?
It's not as wholesome as that. It's more like Bad News Bears. Just drunk ass Walter Matthau just wandering around.
My stepson, Nick
drift
Stuckey, like
Nick Sticky?
yeah,
Stucky?
Stinky. I call him
Nick
Stinky.
Nick Stinky?
Yeah.
I love that guy. Shout
But
out
he's such
Stucky.
a sweet boy. He disappoints me a lot,
Yeah.
Why?
but I still love him. Why does he disappoint me?
he put an NA2J in the S13.
That
That's
was
not
pretty.
disappointing.
That was pretty cool, but his
That's pretty
whack
cool.
ass
Sure, it's
fitment
not a
on his car
BMW
is
engine.
really
It sounds
bad.
just like a BMW.
It does sound
Yeah.
just like sounds cool though.
And I just, I'm pretty sure Brandon Wicknick put the 2J in that car.
Dude,
I don't know. Put a 2J in anything.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you leave him alone long
I
enough.
think Nick contracted Mr. Wicknick to put the motor in, which was a good move on his part.
for sure.
And then secondly, he's just a disappointment because his fitment in the back is whack as shit.
So,
If he would stop crashing his car into his friend's
Someone
car.
needs to buy that man some spacers or something.
No, it's cool
Stucky, I
because
have some spacers for you if you need
me and
them,
his
bro.
mom actually kicked
2-inch
him out.
spacers.
Yeah, I've got some fat spacers if you need.
Yeah,
them.
we.
I have some small ones too.
got
but
them for
we
root
got
spacers.
Some fat spacers.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
yeah.
We kicked Nick out of the house, and now he's on his own, and he's gonna have to grow up now.
You kicked them out of a house?
Yeah, me and his mom did.
Stepdad Barnes.
Oh,
Stepdad comes
okay.
thunder.
Kind of
I
like
missed
how
that.
me
I
and
missed
your
that.
mom kicked you out of the house.
Yeah, that was. We don't need to talk about that.
Sorry.
I'll get heated. You want? Remember what happened last time, Dad?
Being the
Wow.
stepdad is being the
I was
stepdad.
about to say, was it a stepdad situation, or was that just a dude that mom's dating right now?
No, it's always a stepdad situation because I always have to walk out and be like, "Come here, boy. let me teach you how to hold a wiener."
And then as they like walk away,
He said that to
I
Nico
just
last
want to
night.
love you.
Yeah, I tell him that all the time. You're not even my real dad. I don't care. Fucking your mom right now, so that makes me something. They'll learn eventually.
What?
There's a lot of beer cans here.
Yes, there
Yeah.
are.
You only had one.
Yeah, I
You
did.
sweet boy.
I only needed the one.
Oh, Jesus.
There's only
Lucky.
like one. in the
Well, I
freezer.
just needed the one for a point to say. So a little look behind the camera here, a little behind the scenes, a little housekeeping. When I crack a beer on the podcast, it's because I need a loud point to which to sync up the audio on the video to the podcast audio.
Makes
so,
sense.
Yeah. So instead of
Wow.
clapping,
Instead of a clapper,
yeah, instead
we
of,
got the beer. Click, click.
yeah, or instead of like clapping like what Gavin does when he's trying to sync audio and video, we're sitting in my basement. I have
Kind of
beer.
sounds like a bitch move to me, but
Sounds
whatever.
good.
Hey man,
Hey,
But let's put this out there. I did not drink his beer. He did drink the whole beer.
yeah, like every beer that has been presented to me in my life, I've drank the whole damn thing.
Can
and
we,
for the
Nico?
record, we are drinking Coors Light.
Coors
Shout out to
Okay,
Coors
one.
again.
Oh, there you go.
Coors Brewing Company.
Mr. Potts, I would appreciate one as
Grab
well.
me
sir.
one too.
There's only 2 left. You're all fucked.
Woof! Dang.
There's not 2 left. You shut your mouth.
Is it? There's more? I think she's right.
I've bought. That means we've gone through 100 beers in 2 days.
Hey, Coors Light. You know, Coors Brewing Company in Golden, Colorado.
Yeah,
I drive by your plant all the time.
yeah, you could
You
hook
hey,
these dudes up.
In
with
case
just-
you were
we just
wondering,
drank
Chase is our
100
plug
beers.
man.
Yeah.
He just kind of.
in
Chase-
2 days. No,
Chase is the
one
media
day,
dude.
really.
He's the
I mean,
He's the
man
plug
in
man.
the street. He's the one getting out there getting.
I'm just
spark.
hammering Coors because I think it would be cool to have some beer stuff on the side of some drift cars. I mean,
well,
NASCAR's got Budweiser and Bud Light. Who
Well,
drinks
what-
Bud Light? Bud Light sucks. I'm sorry,
mean,
Bud Light, but
the
it's-
people at the
tastes like
infield of the
ass.
NASCAR tracks.
Yeah.
drink
Okay,
Bud Light.
well, they're
Why are you
idiots.
so nice? Why would you say Bud Light sucks? I'm sorry, Bud Light. Why don't you just say
I'm being real.
Bud Light
Sorry,
sucks.
dude.
Well,
They
fuck
suck.
you.
Because he's trying to keep your options open for beer sponsorship.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's what it is.
We got to keep those open.
So, I mean, you may not like Bud Light, but you get a few cases for free.
Why?
Showing up
Yeah.
at the shop.
Why?
But
Why
no,
can't it
fuck
be
Bud
Soda
Light. Coors Light is
Wait,
where
what?
it's at. What?
Pop? Why can't we get sponsored by Soda Pop?
Soda
No,
Pop?
just-
All right, yo,
What are you
Dr.
fucking
Pepper.
Nico? God damn it.
Thank you.
Wait, is that the last one?
I'll share it with you.
Okay, that's fine.
It's getting intimate,
You get
guys.
first drink though, buddy.
Put a couple straws
Wasn't
in
there more in the freezer?
I gotta pee again.
Oh, I didn't
I
look
put
in the freezer.
I put some in the freezer.
Pooch.
Pupper.
This is Opie.
This is SMOL doggo, small doggo.
Shop dog.
Shop dog Opie.
Aw.
He's a
adorable.
shop dog because you got to remember Tina's a shop dog too.
Well, all shop
What
dogs
about
are
that
white.
little Rottweiler?
That was a cute little teddy bear.
That thing was fucking neat. Rottweilers are cute.
Yes, they are.
His name's Opie, O-P-I-E, not O-P like
Not
O-P,
Yeah.
like your O-P.
Good old OP. I love OP.
Hey, no beer for you.
Ooh,
What he wants?
important text messages.
Oh, snap.
Hey Barnes, fuck you.
Thanks, dog.
Damn.
You suck.
They're like, we're up on this note with the podcast right now.
We're doing something, I don't know, important?
Yeah, we tried to. I mean,
Whatever.
that's why we invited you.
I appreciate that.
It's a pretty cool fucking thing to be in the old Cam Automag podcast / maybe a, you know,
There's going to be a video.
maybe an article,
Yeah, there'll be something.
maybe
Yeah.
like some cool things happening. I don't know.
I mean, you're grossly overstating what it is I do.
Wow. We think you're great. We love your shit.
Good.
It's really nice knowing like what goes on around here, motorsports wise, and you guys are on the front side of all of that, which is really neat.
Yeah, we try to be, you know, we try to not piss off too many people. But
Well, the
some
whole
people
thing
just
is
can't.
like we just
There is no more beer.
there's no more. Okay, cut
Course,
the podcast.
Where you at?
Did you just say Barnes? Where are you at?
I said course.
Yeah, Coors.
Oh,
we
Coors.
need delivery.
We need more beer.
Listen to Jax.
All the
Yeah.
shameless plugs.
It's not even a shameless plug. It's just where's
We
my
do
beer?
drink a lot of Coors, though. It would be pretty awesome
I
if
don't
they were
know, I'm
like,
down
"Hey,
from
you guys want
Texas,
to put
so
Coors
I'm
shit
all
on your race
blocked,
cars?"
What?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Go.
Sorry, man.
What'd you
Sorry.
say?
Remember when we said we supported art? Not anymore.
Yeah.
All that's retracted.
Well, before they kick you out, it's fun.
Yeah, I know.
Plug your social media.
Yeah, hurry up.
Where
Oh.
can people find you?
Yeah.
I don't really
Oh.
like Coors. It kind of tastes like water. Just gonna throw
Shut
that
up,
out there.
Blaze. Nobody cares.
I like real beer.
And that's how the Scoundrels ended.
Yeah.
I
guess we
will
should
drink.
beer
I
arguments.
will drink the water beer.
The last.
He drinks Nick Stuckey beer.
I like to drink Nick Stuckey beer. You know, something a little bit more hoppy. I get like 6 of them in me, and I black the fuck out.
Yep, this is
Like,
true. This is true.
Blackout.
so drunk that we couldn't get him out of the truck. He wouldn't move.
He couldn't.
He spent most of the night in the back of his truck puking on a pillow.
It was in the cab.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh
It wasn't
wait,
the cab.
the back
Back
of the
seat.
cab of
Back
his
seat
truck,
of the truck.
There we go.
which is only so big.
Yeah, it's pretty small. It's just a little.
Extender cab. Yep.
That's a funny story, actually. I woke up at like 3 in the morning.
Okay. Go
Wait,
ahead.
hang on. Let's
Let's
tell the beginning of the story, and then you can get to your part.
All right. Well, when I drove out to Medford, I worked a
Medford.
full day, and then I pounded a fuck ton of Red Bulls and pre-workout,
On it like a motherfucker.
and we drove all the way to Medford, Oregon. I don't know if you guys have been there, but it's a quality place.
Fucking pre-workout.
If you want to see a whole city that just has trailers
Yeah.
on like a whole acre lot with just shitty cars in their whole fucking yard, go to Medford, Oregon.
Meth forward.
But they also have racing gas at the pump.
Which is cool.
And very cheap.
But what's not cool is you can't pump your own gas in Oregon.
you can't
and
pump
I
your own
didn't
gas
know
in
that
Oregon.
until
But
I
you
went.
can pump your own farm diesel
Yep. So, there you go.
And they will
Shut
let
up
you
ahead,
put
dude.
farm diesel in your diesel
if you pay them.
if you
a
talk
fiver.
to them.
Yeah, you give them a fiver. In
Any-
Medford.
Anyways,
At the Chevron.
So after
right on
driving-
the corner of.
so after driving 30 hours, I
It was 14.
after being awake for 30 hours
There you
and
go.
driving 13,
Not the same.
I
drank a lot of beer.
I drank as many beers as possible.
All the beers. That motherfucker had beers in his hand.
somehow.
I remember
Dude, he was fucking lit. We rolled up to the goddamn track, and I'm like, who the fuck sent Blaze off? Because he's gone.
He was talking so much shit. It was
We had
so
him
funny.
talking shit, and then we had Jake Pasamato fucking
Oh,
show
dude,
up.
that
He was
kid-
talking shit.
Oh, my
Blaze
God.
and Jake were like, I'm gonna get in a fight with him. Like, Blaze, sit down. You couldn't even walk 5 feet if
He
you
was
wanted.
throwing your rays around when we were taking
Oh,
out the truck. You're like,
Jesus.
whoa, those expensive wheels. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah, he takes He's like, I'm like, God damn it.
For the record, I don't remember any of that.
That's perfect. He was fucking blacked out shithouse guy. And so we're all like, oh dude, we were fucking
We went back to the hotel.
No, wait up. We called ahead. These guys, the Medford Cruise guys were so fucking cool. They gave us a pit next, like we were like,
Yeah,
we're
they
gonna be
gave
with Take Luck. They gave us a whole pit, dude. Like a giant they packed down like concrete, like base.
Yeah,
it's
they
like base
made
gravel.
they like made a pit area.
They
for
tried
us.
to do real good for us
It was
because we had to
awesome.
sit outside because Brandon has the semi, and so we're out there in this
Whatever
little
they
spot.
created was better than inside, honestly. Like,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it
we
was.
had a nice little spot outside of the gate. It was super cool, and they really did us a solid with that. We fucking show up. Blaze is fucking just drunk off his ass, right?
I got there a little early.
Yeah, we did get there.
So we get there, and then it's like all the Take Look dudes, all of the Scoundrel dudes, we all want to go get food. It's like herding cats into a fucking bathtub.
Yep.
So we all go. We fucking are all in 2 trucks. I have a fucking crew cab F-350, and we had, 8 dudes in that truck?
Yeah, something
Oh,
like that.
easy. And then they had all the Scoundrels in a fucking barely extended cab Cummins.
Yep.
I mean, it's a, 94 Cummins? 93?
95.
Yeah. So it doesn't even have the third door. It's
Nope,
just
it's
like
just-
everyone cram in, yeah.
And I was driving because Blaze was
And dude,
so
the
drunk.
fucking roads in Medford were so dicked. Like, we were driving, and
They're
we
like one-way roads.
they had construction, so you couldn't cut the road that you needed to get to the place that we were going.
Yeah, like you had to.
It was like loop, 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 loop. So we were fucking breaking all the rules on the street. We were being total douchecock. It was mostly me because I was leading. And we were just driving all over the place. We finally get to the fucking place, like the Denny's, because it's the only thing open.
Yep.
All, 13 or 14 of us?
We were
And so we
squatted
get
up.
out, and Blaze is just like out. He won't move. He's whatever.
Done.
I tried to talk to him. I was like, "Hey, we're gonna go get some food. You want anything?" No,
No.
I can't move, dude.
I can't
He's like,
move. Which
okay.
we were like, whatever, he's probably a little drunk, no big deal. We go in and eat. I take all the guys back to the track. I come back to the hotel, in which the Scoundrel dudes promptly respond to me, we've been trying to get Blaze out of the truck for like 20 minutes. And I'm like,
We
what
were
the
trying
fuck
to
do
get
you
him in
mean
the
trying
room?
to get him out? And they're like, we can't get him out. He won't move. He can't move. We're like, what do you mean he can't move? You go back there and look at him, and he's just like, you're like, oh, fuck, whatever. He had thrown up in a pillow, which had all the fucking Bobby's shit in it.
Shout out to Matt. I owe you a pillow.
Oh, damn. So, it was just a rowdy fucking event. And so, eventually, these
probably-
guys all walk out with blankets and shit from the
So
room.
they all ditch me.
No, we didn't.
Oh, we super ditched him. Are you
We got in the
fucking
truck, okay?
Soldier left behind. We weren't gonna take it. He was safe. He was
Yeah, he was good,
They
dude.
cracked
You
the
were-
windows for me, which
We
was
did.
nice.
And I left you a note with the room key.
I
Which
didn't,
room
I
we were
didn't
in?
see the note. I
You
woke
didn't see the
up.
note?
I woke up, okay? It's like 3 in the morning.
Oh god, this is the best part.
I get out of the truck, and I'm in like a panic. I don't even know where the fuck I am. I first thing I do is like look for my truck keys. Don't have my keys. I pull my phone out of my pocket, black screen, it's dead as fuck. None of my friends are around.
We were super in
I'm
bed.
lost. I have no idea where I am, you know? And for whatever reason, I shut the door and it locks. So now I'm locked out of my truck at 3 in the morning in a hotel. Still don't know where I am. I look directly to the left of me and there's just like 4 tweakers hanging out in a car. For whatever reason. They're hanging out in a hotel parking lot in their car, chilling. And like the window's cracked because they left me in the truck like a sick puppy. And
He was done, dude.
so I'm like standing on my little like footrail, like trying to shove my arm down the crack to get the door unlocked, and this tweaker chick jumps out of the car and she's like, "I can do that for you." And I'm like, whatever. I'm still like trying to figure out where the fuck I am. I'm in a blur state of mind. So she shoves her arm through my window and unlocks the truck for me. And her little, like, friend's like, you gotta give her, like, $20. That's cheaper than a tow truck.
Whoa, I wish I was awake for that.
I know. This is the best.
So I pull out like $5 and give it to her. I'm just like, whatever, I don't care. So I get back in the truck and I'm still trying to figure out where the hell I am. And that's when I see the note. And it's like, hey buddy, we're in room 253 or some shit. And here's your room key. And I just grab it and go inside.
He comes in the room and like
As soon as I get in the room, I'm like, fuck, that tweaker chick could probably get back in my truck. Didn't care. Laid down, went right to bed.
After he busted in.
Yeah, I bust in, and they're all passed out. Turn the light on, I'm like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, I remember waking up and just seeing you in the doorway and like, fuck you guys.
Here's the best part
Shut
about
up.
that. Is that they were 4 dudes in a 2-bedroom room.
Yeah, me and Bobby cuddled all night.
And so I wake up, and I go in to make sure everyone's cool, and open their door, and it's just like dude stew. Man, it looks like hot breath and nasty shit going on. I was like, God damn it, dude. That's our Methford story, though.
So I wake up late. We're supposed to be at the track at like 8 o'clock or something. And I
Which
woke
was
up.
funny because none of us. I had driven 14 hours the night before. I was out, dude.
So we all wake up at like 10 or 11 or something and eventually get to the track. I'm like sipping on a Gatorade. I can't eat anything. I feel like absolute ass, dude.
And then I'm like, hey, let's go tandem.
Yeah. So for half of that first day, I'm
Blaze
just
was
shaky
hungover.
arms, okay? And my car's fucking power or non-power steering
Yeah.
at that specific event. I was running a manual rack.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there trying to muscle my fucking car around, and I'm seriously like shaking this fucking bad. I'm driving back to the pits, like taking little tiny bites off of a Rice Krispie treat, trying to like get something in my system. Finally, I got up enough gall to eat one of their cheeseburgers they have over there.
Real good cheese.
It's actually real
Shout
good,
out
yeah.
to the cheeseburgers at that place; they were good.
Yeah.
Pause.
You must have said I can't move to me like 7 times that night though when we were trying to get
We
you
didn't
out
believe
the truck. It's like I can't move, dude. I just can't move.
I was front flipping. The whole
was
fucking
pretty
the earth was spinning.
Oh, man.
Believe it or not.
Yep.
And that has been Drunk Adventures with Scoundrels.
Yep.
But now your podcast is at like an hour and a half.
Yeah, there we go. That works.
That works.
That's fine.
What do we do to finish this bitch off?
Well, so I say thank you for joining us on this episode.
Don't
Do we,
thank us.
do we need to like plug our social media and all
Yeah,
that?
I was about to get to that too.
Oh, sorry.
So
I like to
maybe-
jump the gun. I'm sorry.
yeah, maybe just calm
Because I
down.
drive an RX-7. and
Just
you
keep
gotta,
in your
like,
pants for 2 seconds. Let me do my thing,
Alright,
and then we'll throw it to
You
you.
do not have an
It's not
RX-7.
I don't.
No, you have an RX-7.
You got a fucking Fox body.
non-operating. Yeah,
Non-operating Fox body.
that.
You can
car
follow
I'll turn it on.
76 The Shop
You can follow
at
me.
76 Racing
Whoa.
on Instagram. That's really all we care about.
You can follow me not building Chase's car.
Yeah, do that.
Team Scoundrels.
Yep. So we have Instagram. It's at Team Scoundrels. There's not a lot on there. I need to post some more stuff.
Yeah, get on that.
But
Chase
basically,
is like-
follow our personal accounts because there's way more cool stuff. Mine is FC Pilot, like fighter pilot, but with FC. FC Pilot.
Dick Pilot.
You're a gay dick pilot. Follow him. His Instagram is at gay dick pilot. Esteban, I don't know.
Oh
what it is.
man, it's gonna be easier for like if you see any of my shit on either on Chase's stuff or on 7.6, just look for my tag because you guys are not gonna spell it right, and you're gonna be just forever like, where the fuck
All right,
is
so if you
he?
see any art on our stuff, it's probably
yeah,
Esteban.
that's my shit.
Yeah, we'll find it and link it for you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No problem.
Nico's is like, what is yours? Dickwad 5000.
Flow Team
Nico
Nico.
Wallace, 13.
Rib Destroyer.
Rim
13.
Destroyer.
Instagram.
Yeah.
And then Facebook.com/Team Scoundrels.
Yes. And you can follow.
You can find us. We're pretty easy to find.
Yeah, they're out there.
Just look for the giant clouds of smoke.
Yep. Giant clouds of smoke and a trail of empty Coors Light cans.
That's That's
That's pretty much
pretty
it.
much it.
Yeah. And then you can follow Cam on our social media, Twitter and Instagram at CamAutomag, Facebook.com/CamAutomag, and CamAutomag.com for all sorts of stuff, and YouTube. We're on, just search Cam Automag, you'll see our bullshit up there too. So, yeah. Until the actual Camcast episode, this has been like with these.
Sunday fun day.
Yeah,
Sunday
there we go.
shop.
Exactly.
Let's go do some burnouts.
Let's go do some other nefarious shit.